Hello, everyone, and welcome to Out of Nowhere. Well, we've got Janet again. Unfortunately, Jay was supposed to come on the show today. He's hurt his back. He's laid on a piece of wood on bloody floor. He's in a terrible state, he said. And Jay's quite a nice bloke. A lot of the people in the chat will know Jay. Um, Lovely lad, has a few difficulties in life, but seems to get over them. So Janet, at the last minute, what a great woman she is, has come on the show. So that's great. So Janet is a spiritual healer, clairvoyant, tarot and angel card reader. She always teaches a spiritual development group. She's just the spirit to work with. She's so humbled with such wonderful friends around her. Can we please welcome Janet to the show? Hello there.
Hi, everybody. I have no idea who you're talking about, Bob, there, but thank you very, very much. It's good to be back on.
Yeah, what have you been doing since you were last on the show then?
Well, today I've been cleaning my bathroom out so that I can paint it tomorrow. But other than that, I've been doing the markets.
Right.
Bob down at the markets, Bridlington Market. I have got a little gazebo, and I do have my little stall there, and I do Skirlington Market as well. And when I say I'm doing the markets, I actually do little readings on the markets. It's to help people, and it's just to promote myself a bit as well. It gives you an insight into life when people will talk to you and stuff on the market. Loads of colours, loads of sights, loads of food. I don't eat that much, but but yeah, it's lovely. So, and then I've been doing the as Bob said, the development group, which is starting to get bigger as well. And other than that, I've done some past life regressions, which really didn't go as well as I want.
Right.
But it's one of those things with our sort of work. I don't know if you found, Bob, but with our sort of work, sometimes you want things to go really well all the time, and then sometimes it just doesn't go well.
No.
So I do past life regressions with people, which involves taking people in a very deep meditation, like hypnotherapy, and asking them to go back in time, and then asking them to sort of see and find who they've been in a past life. The only problem is, yesterday when I was doing it with these two people, they came individually. One of the first one that came was a gentleman, and he was deaf. So when you're trying to do a meditation with somebody that's deaf, it doesn't quite work as well as you want.
No, I can imagine it doesn't.
So I was a little bit upset with that. He did get something from it, but not as much as I wanted him to. And then the lady that came with him, but they came separately, if you see what I mean, she's just started on her kind of spiritual journey, and all she can see in her third eye is colour. So when you try to get her to visualize things, she can't visualize it. So I ended up just giving her the cards, a card reading, and she was really, really happy with that. So that was nice. But sometimes I found even in a group with the past life regression, if I've got sort of 7 people, 4 people will really go and really find out about themselves and everything.
Yeah.
And the other 3 won't. And it's a weird one, is past life regression. I don't know if you found that, Bob.
I have, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it works perfectly, and other times it's quite hard.
Yeah.
if they're not doing what you ask them to do, it can be very difficult. But if everything goes to plan, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Great experience.
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So there you go.
While you're here, could you do a bit of meditation for us?
I can do. I tend not to do meditation over the air.
That's all right.
Because.
In case something happens.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
but
fine.
I don't mind doing a light meditation, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a bit of light meditation would be nice. There's a few in chat room now, so that's quite nice.
So, right, okay, guys. I'll put my things up. So if we all just sit back and take 3 deep breaths. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So now if you just close your eyes and in your mind's eye, just relax your head. And then go down and relax your cheeks and your jaw. And go down your body. And just relax your shoulders. You feel absolutely wonderful. So just relax the top of your body. Let your arms go really, really heavy and relaxed. Just relax now your stomach region. Take away all the tension and relax the top of your buttocks. And then just relax the top of your legs and your knees. And relax the bottom of your legs, your ankles and your feet. And you feel wonderful. So now in your mind's eye, I'd like you to just walk on a path. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, but there's a little breeze. So as you walk along now, in your mind's eye, you see 7 shallow steps going up. So I want you to just gently walk up these steps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And in front of you now is a gate. I want you to just walk through this gate and onto a field. So you walk onto this field, and on the left-hand side, there's loads of trees, beautiful trees, and there's a little brook. Listen to the brook and listen to the leaves in the trees. On your right-hand side, there is the field with the long grass. And as you walk along, you notice now you have your animal friends with you. You feel so happy and relaxed. Everything is wonderful for you now. You just walk along, gently walking, feeling the breeze on your face. You feel totally relaxed. Smell the fresh air. Notice the clouds are just slightly in the sky there, and there's a rainbow Notice the rainbow in the sky. It's a beautiful day. You feel so relaxed and happy. As you walk along now, you notice all the flowers, the insects. See the beautiful damselflies and dragonflies in their gorgeous colours. See the butterflies. Feel the fresh air on your face as you walk along. You feel absolutely wonderful. So now you're coming to the edge of the field and there's another gate. And I want you to walk through this gate into another field, and ahead of you is a pyramid. Now this pyramid is your pyramid. It can be made out of anything you want. As you walk towards it, it is getting bigger. You walk towards the front of it, you see a guard at the doorway. I want you to now approach the doorway. The guard will salute you and allow you in because this is yours. As you go in through the door and you go down the corridor, you will see all the colours around you in this corridor. It is beautiful. It is airy. It is fantastic. This is your place. As you walk along down this corridor, you notice rooms to the right and rooms to the left. As you walk in through this corridor, you feel absolutely wonderful. As you walk in now, there's a room that's with a door open on your right-hand side. I want you to go into that room in your mind's eye and notice there's books all over. I want you to go over and find a book for you. Notice what book it is. Notice why you have to have it. Has it got photos in of your family? Or is it just a book? Just look around this room. Now you've got this book. Just see if there's any pictures on the walls. Notice also that there's some musical instruments in this room. Do you want to go to have a go with one of them or more than one? This is your chance to go and play. Be young again. Enjoy this wonderful time just being you. So once you've had a little go with the musical instruments, I want you now to just gently walk back to the door with the book and walk back down the corridor. And as you go down this corridor once again towards the exit, you notice another room with the door open. I want you to go into this room. And in this room, in your mind's eye, you can see colours, paints, colouring books, all sorts of things to do. If you want to start a picture, start. If you want to colour, colour. What colours are you choosing? What do you see? What do you want to do? So have a little go while you've got a few minutes and just look and just play, and once again be you again. The young you, the playful you. This is your time. You enjoy. So you just now having a really good time finding yourself again. Just play. Be you. It's a wonderful experience. Really nice. So you're going to come out of this room again, back onto the corridor, and walk once again to the exit. You've got the memories. You can come here again. This is your place. It is beautiful. The door opens now for the exit of this lovely pyramid. The guard is still there. He salutes you once again, and you come out back onto the field. You can hear the brook just bubbling away to itself as you come past through that gate again onto the big field. The brook is on your left. So I want you to just go down to the brook in your mind's eye. And if you want to paddle, you can. Just let the water just flow over your feet, cleansing you, cleansing your soul. Just have a few minutes just wandering in this beautiful, beautiful stream. It is wonderful. You feel relaxed and comfortable. So it's now time to come back onto the field once again. Notice that the brook is now on your right-hand side with the trees. All the birds are there. Your pets and animals are with you. You feel absolutely wonderful. You feel refreshed and happy. As you walk now back to the first gate, you feel fantastic. The sun is still shining. There is a little breeze. Keep the smell of the beautiful meadow in your senses. Walk now to the first gate. And then when you get to the first gate, open it, and once again, in your mind's eye, I want you to come back down to earth with these 7 steps. So that's coming down 1, 2, 3, coming down now, 4, 5, 6, and home. Thank you.
That's wonderful. And I'm just let people get time, get back the senses again. I'm sure you've enjoyed your journey. If it's first time it's happened to you, it'd be great. A great feeling. Just come back to your senses and get back to normal again, and we'll carry on with the show. That was very nice, Janet. Thank you so much for that.
It's a pleasure. Yeah.
We'll just carry on a little bit first before we do anything.
Yeah, I would do. That's what I mean about the meditations. It can take you quite a little bit deep, and because I know it sounds silly, but because I teach, we do this sort of meditation type thing, teaching. and I know how deep it can be. So it's lovely. It's lovely to do because it gets people to really relax. If we had more time and I knew that everybody was going to be okay, I'd give you a lot more time, because sometimes it can be away 40 minutes, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. When did you know? When did you first know you had a spiritual gift? Then.
I was born with it, but when I first really knew, as I said to you before, you know, I used to be able to catch horses and stuff, but it first actually showed after I'd had healing from Don Greenbank in Bradford, and then I started to learn how to use the gift. I started as a healer for the National Federation of Spiritual Healers.
Mm.
And I started to learn, and I lived in Leeds then, and I went to the Spiritualist Church down on Stanningley Road, Stanningley Bottom, and there was a lovely lady there called Grace, and she took me under her wing, and she taught me about the healing, and went from there. So I sort of learnt healing, and then started up with the tarot reading and the clairvoyance. And since then, it's just come, Bob. It's been wonderful. It's a strange journey. I feel that you never feel as though you're going fast enough on it, and you always want more and more and more.
Oh yeah.
And then, I mean, now I've sort of thought, yeah, this is it. I'm quite happy doing what I do now, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm not pushing any further. But it's one of those things you want to learn more and more and more, and you never feel as though you've got enough.
Mm.
And then when you feel as though you've got enough, Spirit will throw something else at you, and you think, what's that? You know. So there you go.
You're right what you say there as well. They do that. I think they do that to test you sometimes. And you think, where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
does it come in your family then? Spiritism?
well, apparently my dad's mum was a spiritualist, and she was one of the first people that actually came to me when I went to the churches. She came through a medium. Now I didn't know who she was because we didn't really talk about families and stuff.
No.
But yeah, but my dad's mum was, and I'll tell you this, a little story that I've got, and it's absolutely true. One of my uncles, my dad's brother, he was a miner during the war, and he didn't enjoy himself in the mine at all.
No.
And he wanted to leave, but because of the war conditions, he was in one of the jobs that he couldn't get, that he had to keep there. Unfortunately, he couldn't hack it, so he committed suicide.
Oh.
Now, I don't know whether I was born then or not, but I ended up from being a child with his miner's lamp, and I've still got his miner's lamp.
Oh, brilliant.
And from what I know now, this uncle has been one of my guides all the way through my life. And I think that's just so incredible that somebody's given you so much love.
Yes.
To stand by you and be like a guardian angel or a guide through your life, and it's wonderful.
And to guide you as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So there you go. So yeah, so there has been quite a few people like this. Like, even my mum. My mum could see angels. The night before her father died, she saw a huge angel.
Yeah.
And he didn't speak. He just came into the bedroom, stood at the end of the bed, and then flew off. And my mum said it wasn't the they're not the small little things that you think. She said he was huge. The wingspan was huge. You know, she felt the breeze from the wings as he landed and took off. You know, and one of those, you know, it's one of those things. But my mum used to be able to tell a lady when she was pregnant and she didn't even know, and she could see the sex of the baby as well, which was quite clever.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Right. Now Rebecca in the chat room said, "Hi Janet, for a reading, do you get anything around my current problems with my voice?" She's got a few problems with her voice. Thank you.
Right, my love. Hiya, Rebecca. It's lovely that you've come on tonight, and thank you for so much. I know I've just gone quiet, but I'm just trying. I'm just asking Spirit to come in with this, and this is going to sound a little bit weird, but this work. I feel as though somebody's actually around you. That is, when I say somebody's around you, I feel as though there's somebody that needs you to actually talk a little bit more and stand up to a situation. Now, if it's your voice, see, I'm not a doctor, so I've got to just say this. All this is for entertainment purposes only. So, but I do feel as though there's an issue, and I feel as though it's kind of, if I say to the side of your neck there, and I feel as though it could be to do with like a thyroid or a gland or something. So I do feel as though you kind of need to get this looked at, if that makes sense. But I'm going to take this symbolically as well. I know you've got it physically, love, but I feel as though you need to stand up to a situation and stand up to somebody that is causing a bit of an issue around you, because I've got a circus going on around you, and you need to crack the whip and say, this is me, you can't get away with this. All right, my love. So I hope that made some sense.
Yeah, like you say, enough's enough.
Yeah. And that's in a way why they're kind of giving you this, because it's you've got to learn to take the bull by the horns and just say, can't get away with this. Whatever's going on, they can't get away with it much longer. You've got to stand up for yourself and make your mark. And I'm just going to pop the light on, so excuse me a second.
She just said, "Thank you, Janet."
There you go.
Rebecca.
That's okay. I hope it made sense.
Well, I'm sure she'll think about it and probably get back. I know Alison's not here tonight. She's still having a few problems trying to get somewhere to live. I think she's with her parents or his parents at the moment, and they're wanting to get in. They're wanting to get an house for both of them, really. Not so they can live together, and we're not living with the mom or dad.
Yeah, and to be fair, there's a lot of people in a similar situation, because I'm kind of trying to help a few people with the same situation there, Bob. But with this, I've just my desk here is a wooden desk, and it's as though I've just my eyes have just gone with to the knot in the top of the desk. So this is a knotty problem. So what the saying is, this issue will be resolved, but when everything is right in the background. That sounds a bit weird, but they've also got to write down what exactly they want. Now that it's not manifestation. It's just a case of they're asking. It's as though they're asking spirit for a house, but not saying where they want it, how they want it, and what So it's like if I say to you, Bob, I know that you work in shop there. If I say to you, Bob, can you get me a coat?
Yeah, I know. I understand that. What kind of coat? What colour?
That's exactly.
Is it a jacket or a john coat?
Yeah, exactly. So Alison has got to write down on a piece of paper with whoever her partner and say, right, we'd like a house, we'd like a 3-bedroomed house, we'd like it in so and so and such and such a position. We want good neighbours. We'd like a little garden, and actually kind of order it, if you see what I mean, because spirit will help you as much as they possibly can, but it's, as I've said, it's a very awkward scenario. If you like when I wanted this house from where I lived in your street, Bob.
Yeah.
I said, right, and I actually said to our Carl, my son, I said, I'd like a house that's like a chocolate box cover.
Ah.
You know, a little garden at front, looking nice, little bushes.
Yeah.
Chocolate box cover. And I said we could do with 3 bedrooms, because if anybody wants to stay, and a little back garden, and on the end of a street, nice neighbours, very important, but a quiet enough area. No barking dogs. I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but when you try to meditate and there's a yapper outside of you, it's just not nice. So yeah. So to me, Alison needs to, with her partner, sit down and say, right, we're ordering this. Now, sometimes you've got to compromise. I mean, I really wanted my little house, my little chocolate box look. I wanted it with a heated swimming pool inside it, stables and gardens, But, you've got to compromise with stuff as well. So there you go. I hope that made sense.
I'm sure it will do, because she'll get to listen to the podcast anyway later on. Let's have a think. Oh, I know a good one.
Go on.
A reading for Alex. He's just moved.
Right. Alex.
Yes.
Hi, Alex. Let's get this going. I've just said, let's get this going. And it's just as a spirit have come in with, let's get this going. It's as though you need to really start and think what you want and how to do it. And it's a case of you've got to let the spirit lead you to where you need to be, because where you are, I've no idea where you are, my love, but I feel as though spirit will guide you to the people and the places you need to be in. I've also got this, I feel as though you've got to have somebody there that's a bit of a guru for you, or a bit of a guide, a leader that's physical. And I do feel as though you will get good help with this. It doesn't sound good, does it? You will get help with this. They're also talking about a lot of balloons now. So I'm going to take you to Christmas time. I feel as though there's a lot of balloons all here, there, and everywhere. I don't know where you are, but I do feel as though there is a hall or something around you that puts on quite a lot of events, because I've got all these balloons here, there, and everywhere, all different colours. Yeah. So there's a lot of partying going on. So I don't know what's going on here, Alex, but I do feel as though you should be quite happy. There is also, I feel as though there's also a golf course or golf links wherever you are, and this will do you good to get out walking a little bit more, and getting the fresh air. And somebody's giving me some smelling salts, as though you need to open your sinuses a little bit more, and breathe a little bit better. And there's also somebody here, I don't know whether Alex is on or what, but I feel as though somebody's here that's talking about being not a scuba diver, but you know, when there's a snorkeling, and it's as though you're snorkeling and you're seeing everything, but you're seeing everything in like 3 dimensions, 3 ways, because you can see above the water there, you can see in the water, and then if you look down, you can see below the water. But the saying from Spirit is, don't go too deep just yet, because you're only snorkeling at the moment. You're not scuba diving, you're just snorkeling. So you've got to keep it light, keep it up there just at the moment, and then a little bit further down the line, when more experience comes, then you can put your mask on, and you can start actually scuba diving. I know it sounds really, really silly to people, but that's the way I've got it, Alex. So there you go.
I'm sure that's fine. Now, Steph is just saying, Janet, are you able to contact specific people on the other side? I only asked as I've been researching my grandfather and found out he was constantly away from his family, army and navy, etc. I just wondered why he even did the £10 bomb ticket to Oz, and my grandma stayed back in the UK.
Right. Okay, Steph. Yes, I can sometimes, not always. But sometimes I can get the specific person. The only thing is on here, if you don't really know them, you've already told me that he was in the constantly away from Army and Navy. So I'll just see if I can get something, because usually I don't get a name, I get the character of a person. But with this gentleman, if it's the right gentleman, he's coming in with a tash, and I feel as though it was quite an elaborate tash, if you see what I mean. And you asked the question, why did he do the £10? Because he's also just given me it's just taken my breath away, and it feels as though at the back end of his life, I don't know if he passed with heart condition or the lung condition, but he's certainly making it difficult for me to breathe here. So I'm just going to ask him to back off a bit. Oh, thank you. But he's talking about the £10 pom thing. It the way he's giving me it, it's as though it was on a whim. It wasn't really thinking about it. It just was a whim. And it you know when you do something and you regret it afterwards.
Yeah.
I think that's the way he's coming in with it, with this, because he's saying now it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have been the way it was. But I feel as though Gran didn't want to go in the first place, and he should have listened. Because it's as though there's this bit of a rift, if you see what I mean.
Mm.
And like families, sometimes things get said and people do things and they don't necessarily want to. I'm trying to get him to give me some more information about himself so that it's not me making up a lot of rubbish. But I have been given a lot of biscuits, but they're more like dog biscuits. They're quite fat biscuits here. And he's also giving me some fig cakes. So I don't know if that means anything to you there, Steph. But he's coming in with the fig cakes and these thick biscuits. And he's just wanting you to know that he does come around. And I don't know if you need any more toilet roll, Steph, but he's given me a load of toilet roll for some reason. I'm sorry. It's just boxes of toilet roll. So I don't know what's going on in your house, but I don't wish to know. But he's also talking about he was a little bit of a rebel because he although he was in the army, he's just saying he could also be a little bit wayward, especially with the family. I think things got to him. If I say things got to him, and sometimes people, especially that sort of time with everything going on, I don't think he was feeling right well in his head. So I'm hoping that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, Steph just said, yeah, that's absolutely spot on. She didn't want to go.
Yeah. So that's the reason there was this rift. So there you go, my love. Okay.
Yeah, one of the girls I know, Isha, the caller. Her dad passed away quite a few years ago, and she felt devastated when he went. And her mother's got another friend, I should say, and she just finds it very difficult to talk to him, basically, because he's not a proper father.
I can relate very well to this. Because after my father died, and I loved my dad, my mum got a new man in her life, which is quite acceptable.
Yeah.
And this man was an absolutely lovely man. But he did spoil the relationship between myself and my mum. So I can't say that he did it on purpose, but I can't say that he didn't either. So when
she just misses her dad.
right, let's just go
Yeah.
that right, okay. So let's get your dad through. He's talking. I feel as if I don't know if he's just here, but he's taught this. I've got a gentleman talking about his wedding ring or a ring. He wants her to have a ring or some form of jewelry so that she can keep it on her all the time. And this gentleman is quite high cheekbones that's coming through, and he's just giving me loads of dogs around him. I don't know if he liked dogs, but there's loads and loads of dogs, and he's coming in and saying Isha's needs to know that he is around her, especially in her dreams. She might not remember him there in the dreams, but he is coming in the dreams. He's also wafting some soap. I'm trying to figure out is it zest soap or something like that. And he's just putting it under my nose, so I feel as though he's wafting this across her senses so that she'll be able to pick it up. Because when spirit go, they don't come in with flashing lights for us and great big signs saying, I'm here. But they do come in with subtle messages like perfumes and aftershave, smells and feelings. And I do feel that he does come round often for her. And he's just trying to make her a lot happier. Is saying that she needs to go out. She needs to go out with her friends, go dancing and go getting her knees up a little bit more and enjoying herself a little bit more and getting the two friends to go with her. But he is giving her a teddy bear. I don't know if they've made a teddy bear with his clothes, because he's saying I'd like a teddy bear or a cushion or something made from my clothes for her.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, well, I'll be seeing her Saturday morning.
Right. Well, that's from her dad.
Yeah, so, and I will send her the link for the show so she can listen to it.
Right. That's great. But yeah, it is an awkward time and it's not easy, but I'm sure that all will come through, and your dad, your true dad loves you to bits, and he just wants you all to be happy. He wants your mum to be happy, you to be happy, and for your mum to be happy, she's got to begin a new life.
That's right. I've said that as well to her. Yeah, you spot on there.
Yeah. And this is it doesn't mean to say that nobody loves you or anything like that. It just means to say you've kind of just got to move on. Your dad is in spirit. He is happy. He is well. He is with you always. And, he's just saying, come on, you're my girl. Let's go. We can do this. You can be happy again. I'm happy. I don't want you to be sad. And that's what he's saying.
That's
okay, my love.
That's wonderful. Steph's just saying, wow, this is amazing, Janet. Thank you so much.
It's an absolute pleasure, Steph. Don't forget, it's not me. It's spirit. It's spirit that do it. I just sit here and open my mouth.
I like it. I like it. Right. A good friend of mine, Martin, has moved back from Munich to Bridlington. And his wife is called Martina. She's finding it very difficult to settle at the moment. And she's doing all right. There's lots on her mind. I'm just trying to think of a father or a mother. Spare with me in a minute. I'm just trying to think. Is a mother or father? Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, is there anything from Spirit to give us some advice? Because she's come to a strange country. She's been for holidays, but it's different when you come in and actually living here.
Yeah. You poor soul. What on earth did you come to Brid for? You see mad people like me and Bob about. No, sorry, my sense of humour is not
That's
great.
good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Spirit, I just saying. Right. Okay. I know I'm stalling a little bit here because I'm just trying to recall. Spirit are giving me messages from right. Okay. Gandhi used to say, what was it? If the world is my country, faith is my religion,
Yeah.
and the world is my country, or
Right.
something like that. Now I truly get it. Bridlington, I used to come to from Leeds when I was a kid. I used to come on holiday to Brid, and I know it's in the same country. But when Carl and myself first came here, we knew nobody. So it is difficult. And I've also got to say, working with Martin and Martina working together, that's lovely. You may be in a foreign country, but it's you've done it voluntarily. And I know I'm getting a bit hard, and I've got my eyes closed because I'm trying to concentrate on this. But the way the Spirit are giving me it, I have got to say that I've got to recall a friend of mine. I don't know if she's still around now, but she was up in the old town of Bridlington. And she was a very old lady, even when I knew her a few years ago. And she was telling me one day when we were having coffee together, and she says, "Oh, I live in a flat, and the lady that owns the flat has told me that I'm going to have to move out in 3 months." And I said, "Well, how do you feel about this, being old and everything?" And she said, "Janet," she says, "it doesn't bother me." She said, because she used to live in Poland during the war.
Oh, yes.
She said, we got physically kicked out of our house twice by the Germans. They'd been moved on once, they got kicked out of the house, and then they got another one, and then they got thrown out again. She says, but we came to England then. And she said, the traumas that we've gone through, but we live, we survive. And she's basically said to me, bricks and mortar mean nothing. It's the love, the happiness that you create in your home that means everything. So what I'm trying to say to you, Martina, is take the love, you've come to Bridlington. There's a lot of lovely people in Bridlington, and we'll all give you a big cuddle and say welcome. Like everywhere else, there's some nasty ones as well. But just think, the world is your country, and I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. And that's all I can say. Thank you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's very, very nice indeed. Sure she'll enjoy that. Let's see if there's anybody else in the chat. I know Mason's up there somewhere. Usually he usually asks for something. Can you give Mason something in general?
Well, I've got Mason here. Who knew? What's this? Hang on. Who knew serenity and the strange could coexist so beautifully? Oh, that's nice, Mason. Thank you. Oh, you're just back from holiday.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, UFO sightings. Okay, hiya, Mason. Thank you for coming on. Right, Mason. I've got somebody here that's just knocking at your door, and it's as though, I don't know who it is. I feel actually as though it's your grandma. I feel as though there's a grandma in spirit that keeps knocking at the door. So if you go into the door and open the door and there's nobody physically there, I think it's your grandma. I don't know if she used to wear, if I say fur, you'll know what I mean, and stalls and things like this. But she's coming in and she's just, I think she was very, very spiritual, because she's giving me a crystal ball. And it's as though this crystal ball for you, Mason, is just clearing. And it's as though everything is coming a lot more clearer in your life. And it's as though things that you've been waiting for are actually beginning to come to fruition. I have got to say about a fuse box. I don't know if you need to check your fuse box or something, whether the electricity keeps getting a bit scatty. But it's beautiful. It's a, sorry, this, I don't know why she's just saying it's beautiful, but it's as though she's going around your house checking things for you. So I don't know why she's doing this, Mason, but will you just make sure that all the electrics are working well, please? Not because of anything tragic, but
No.
just make sure everything's hunky-dory. And that's the way she's putting it. She's also giving me something to do with either a rally car or a racing car. Now, she says she doesn't want to drive it.
No.
But she's Mason, she's giving you a tiny little steering wheel here. And it's as though the faster the car, the smaller the steering wheel. And she's just giving you this steering wheel. And it's as though your life is going to start really getting a lot quicker, and things are going to start moving for you, because she's just clearing, as I say, this crystal ball, things are just clearing and coming into fruition. So hold on to your hat there, Mason, because I feel as though things are going to come in and start coming in, and it's going to be a lovely journey. So enjoy the ride.
It sounds very interesting.
It does. Yeah. So I know when I do readings, I'm sorry, I go quite quickly. I've got used to the habit now of doing quick readings.
Yes, that's
especially
good.
Online, because when people are waiting, in a church, say if you've got 20 people in a church, and the medium will go to about 5 people in the hour or an hour and a half. It is so frustrating when you're wanting a message. So I asked spirits to give me messages and quicken them up a little bit. And usually I can get round most of the congregation in a church now. And I find that works better online and in church services, because people listen. They don't go to sleep because you're going and going and going.
Yes.
Yeah, you're there.
So true.
And it's to me it's better. There's some lovely mediums out there that do really, really good work, and there will go about 4 or 5 people in an audience, and then the rest of us are just sort of sat there thinking, well, thanks for that, guys.
I know. I've been there, sat there, and thought, my God.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are lovely and do really, really, really good work, and they're brilliant. But I much prefer to be quicker and accurate. And if I usually find that people will come to me afterwards and say, "Can you explain this, Janet? If I didn't quite understand," which is quite okay, But at the time, I prefer just to go click, 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 and that's why I revert to that when I'm doing readings, like on here. You'll get a little quick message, but I ask that it's accurate as I can get it.
Yeah.
And it's relevant to the person involved. Okay, so that's why
That's
I do
good. Is that Rebecca's just saying? I have said it earlier to her as well. Janet, are the markets still open in October?
Apparently, yes. It depends on the weather. I did ask because I've only got this stall at Bridlington Market this year, this season. So I have asked, and yes, they do go on all the year. But obviously, if the weather's bad, nobody's going to stand there in gale force winds and howling winds and rain. So apparently,
Skirley Market's still open, isn't it?
the early market's still open, but there's controversy over Skirlington Market because it's the land has been sold.
Oh.
So we're all on tenterhooks. And there's all sorts of rumours going about.
Haven.
Well, no, I don't know who it is. It's not Haven, but it is another group that's going to put caravans there. I daren't say it online.
No.
What I've been told, but there's all sorts of rumours. So as it comes to Skirlington Market, I'm hoping that it'll go on a lot longer. But the buildings themselves are very, very old. It's an old farm building, and it really needs to be demolished and started again.
Oh yeah.
To be truthful. So, but it's a case of it is, we are trading there. So they're going to have to sort something out for the traders before they can actually kick us off. Now, Skirlington Market have now got a car boot sale going on Saturday, and the car boot sale and the indoor market on Sundays. In Bridlington, we've got on Thursdays Strawberry Fields car boot sale, which I usually go on, but I haven't been for a while because one, of the weather, two, I've been busy doing other things, and three, it hasn't been as as productive for me there as it was. So yes, so that's the situation. Lebston Market, further towards, Lebston's car boot sale further towards Scarborough there. They run Sundays during high season and Wednesdays during high season, but I think they're going to go off in October now. Strawberry Fields usually goes off in about October as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You can tell I've been around, can't you?
It all depends on weather.
It's weather, but Bob as well. People haven't the money now.
They haven't.
They haven't the money, so the people, even when they're coming on holiday, are buying small things for the kids. They can't afford big things. So anybody that's going to a car boot sale, if you think you're going to get massive amounts of money for stuff now like you used to do, I'm sorry, you can't anymore. Same as the markets. There's no point in thinking you're going to get a lot of money. You can't. It's just, you have to do what everybody else is doing and just economize and pull in the purse strings a little bit more and tighten the belts.
Yeah, I agree as well.
And that's the way it's going at the minute. So yeah, the markets are still going there, Rebecca. And thank you for asking. And as I say, I'm sometimes on and I'm sometimes not on, depending whether it's weather. I've got, but my little gazebo, it's an 8 foot by 8 foot gazebo, and it's got big. I put big heavy weights on legs, and I've got ratchets on it and all sorts. But there's no point in me going down in heavy weather, because if the wind's up, I'll lose my cards. And I don't want to be chasing tarot card packs down the street.
Exactly. I know what you mean. But thank you so much for coming on at the last minute. It's been wonderful. Everybody's in the chat rooms enjoyed it. Everybody's got a message. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And but so thank you for that, for tonight.
Absolute pleasure, Bob. Anytime I can, I will.
I know you will.
So
now on Friday, I've got Michael Orn on Friday. He's never been on the show before. He's the world's leading authority on UFOs.
Ooh.
Michael has 46 years of experience as a science researcher and began his study all them years ago. He's been let's have a look further down. He's a former SETI team member. He's discovered never before seen historical unprecedented photographs from 1981 of a UFO interacting with then a top secret USA state fighter at Groom Lake, Nevada.
Wow.
So he's a very interesting guy. On Friday, that's the 5th of September at 7 o'clock in the UK. So look forward to that. Look forward to speaking with Michael. It'd be a very interesting show with him. Yep. He's been on TV a lot of times over the years. Been on Ancient Aliens a hell of a lot over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you again. Steph just said, thank you again for reading, Janet, and another great show, Bob. Yeah, you take care and have a good week.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll catch up with you very soon.
All right, then, Bob. Thank you, everybody, for coming on and having the patience to sit and listen.